week long, we're taking a look back at 30 years since the Loma Prieta earthquake. Seismologists predict that there's a 7 in 10 chance another major earthquake could strike the Bay Area within the next couple of decades.
One of the area's particular concern is the Hayward Fault. Today in the Bay, Sharon Katsuda takes us to Fremont, where that fault is constantly shaping the landscape.
The number one question is this real? And yes, this fault or crack in the foundation is real.
The Hayward Fault is unique in that it is constantly creeping.
I am very, very slowly moving to the north.
While our camera position is creeping to the south at a sluggish 5 millimeters a year, over time, you get cracks in the concrete and compression knolls like this one in Fremont Central Park.
An area that gets a little bit trapped in between those two sides of the fault, and so it gets moved upward.
Unfortunately, the fault is more than just a geological curiosity.
Imagine all the people that live in these areas.
It runs straight up the heavily populated parts of the East Bay. The last major quake on this fault was back in 1868. According to the USGS, the Hayward Fault produces a major event every 140 years, which means we are overdue by more than a decade. Seismologists predict that there is a 33% chance it will produce a magnitude 6.7 or greater between now and 2043.
Fractured, it has cracked.
Geologist Dr. Angelina Katina with the educational nonprofit MS Nucleus is worried about what will happen to the flat parts of the East Bay where the soil is unstable.
So it'd be kind of like walking along on jello, or kind of like quicksand that you would see in old movies.
Which brings us back to that crack that runs underneath Fremont's old city hall. A night custodian discovered it back in 1972, but the city decided not to fix it, instead to leave it as a reminder of the constant threat underneath our feet.
And we have to live around it, and so we just should be more aware of it and be prepared for a seismic event when it will occur.
In Fremont, Sharon Katsuda, Today in the Bay.
And if you'd like to take a look at that, that is in Fremont.